Hello and welcome to week one. This week is all about getting organized. You have to have systems in order to be successful in this new fitness journey. So, in this video, I'm going to give you some guidance on how to set yourself up for success for week one and the weeks coming. Systems are important because success comes from structure, not motivation. You can't just wait around until you're motivated to do the things that you have to do, right? So, this week, we're going to really set our foundation and you're going to finish with action items or homework that you're going to have to do this week in order to set yourself up for success and to really start off with a good mindset. Let's go ahead and start off with food. The main things we have to figure out is when are you going to cook and how often. You want to have set days that work with your schedule so that your calendar can have that in it and nothing else can interrupt it. So you want to pick days that work for you, that you know you have time. You want to prep these days in your calendar, so put them in your phone or write them down on a calendar and protect this time. Do not let things get in the way of it. We need to make sure that we're meal prepping because not prepping usually ends up in last minute choices that are maybe not as healthy, and prepping just keeps you ahead. Trust me, unless you have all the free time in the world, not prepping your food ahead of time will mess you up. For example, I use Sundays and Wednesdays to cook my chicken and veggies. It works for me, and I know that I have those days scheduled out for that. It'll prepare me for the week instead of winging it every time. I like to cook them in bulk and weigh them out as I serve them to fit my macros. You want to have meals that you know that you enjoy. So I know I can eat chicken and veggies every day of the week, so I'm going to continue to cook that. If you need a little more variation, then you want to be able to switch it up more. That's fine as well. But you want to make sure that you're cooking these in bulk ahead of time. You don't necessarily have to put them set into your meals already. If you don't want to stuff your fridge with containers, that's okay. But you do want to have them cooked and prepped and ready to go. Other things that you should think about is having healthy snacks ready to go. I know I like a certain protein cereal because I have a big sweet tooth. So I'm going to have that on hand for when I know I need a quick little protein snack. Things like cheese sticks and things like that are also very good. Fruits. You also want to have one last minute backup meal that in case of emergency is what I say. So, for example, I use pre-cooked frozen shrimp from Costco, and that's in my freezer. Also, veggies from Costco that are in the freezer, and I use the minute rice that you can warm up in the microwave, also from Costco. That entire meal right there is a full meal, and I can cook it in under than less than 10 minutes. So you want to have something like that that you're not going to be eating every day, but in case of emergency, in case for some reason you didn't prep your food, okay? All right, now we can talk about fitness. You want to ask yourself, when will you be working out? And you want to schedule this. This should be something that you are scheduling in your calendar like a work meeting. Okay. Putting it off will just not cut it anymore. Remember, you are doing this for your health and it's not something that you want to put on the back burner. There's this quote that I like, and it's make your health a priority now or you'll be forced to later. And that's the truth. And that's what we see in a lot of aging people. They're very unhealthy by when they get into their later 40s, 50s, 60s because they didn't prioritize their health beforehand. So, these are your action items, aka your homework. If you need to pause and write this down, go for it. Take out your calendar and schedule in your meal prep times. When will you go buy groceries? I'm going to go Sunday morning to go buy groceries. Cool, put that in your calendar. When will you cook your meal prep? I'm going to cook on Sunday and I'm going to cook on Wednesday. Okay, you need to have your food defrosted. If you're cooking meat, have it defrosted because we all know what it's like to try to defrost meat quickly. And then we're going to schedule our workouts. I most likely gave you 4 to 5 days of workouts. So I want you to find a time that works for you and put it in your calendar. If you're going to be working out after work, let's say you get off at 4:30 and you know that you're going to go straight to the gym, calendar that in, put 5 p.m. workout. That is a non-negotiable. Okay? You need to physically write these in your calendar and try your best to not move these around. Because if you start to move them around, especially on week one, you're just immediately telling your brain that it's not a priority from the start and you'll begin on a very low note. Your brain will think that this is just gibberish, right? So please keep your word to yourself. Very important. And that is a wrap for week one. I want to keep it very simple for you. Our goal here is to build routine, and I probably haven't given you macros yet, so we're not focused on tracking anything just yet for your food. We just want you to have a healthy, home-cooked meals and have your workout schedule locked in. And that's all we're going to focus on, okay? Happy week one.